among you shall go next?
Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Well, there was absolutely no competition this time. Gorrister won by a landslide. I'm thinking probably for two reasons. One, some people are just plain interested in steampunk, and the other, the more prominent reason I imagine, is that people want Ted, the narrator, to wrap it up, simply because he's the narrator of the short story. But don't worry, both stories are definitely intriguing. So with that said, let's go to Gorrister.
I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful god. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return. For all the hours of pleasure you've given me, I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
That's a good present.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time?
That's a good question.
Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly.
Ugh. Well, there you have it. And Am is giving Gorrister the opportunity to kill himself. Although, now that we've read the short story, you know that that would never happen, because Am only has 5 toys to play with. Removing one of them makes him that much less entertained.
This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch.
Oh my god, he has a hole in his chest. We'll get into more into that later, I think.
Too freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing.
Now just to tell you, some of the other scenarios, they are pretty hard to figure out, but Gorrister's is freaking ridiculous. I seriously have no idea how you're ever supposed to beat that without some kind of guide, because this scenario is freaking nuts. You'll see what I mean. So many opportunities to screw up.
Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects, and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here. Not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well.
Ooh.
Hey, it disappeared. What kind of game is Am playing this time?
You can never know whether you can trust anything you see in this stage or not. Even jumping into the sea, a sea of razor blades, Am would pull some trick like that. Unbelievable. Let's get out of here.
I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us.
This is out there, and perhaps when I mentioned steampunk in the last playthrough I was a bit off. That guy with the glasses user, Abigala, pointed out that this would probably be more of a cyberpunk setting, and frankly I would agree. I said steampunk because it's the first word that came to my mind. I mean, really, how many freaking words end with punk? Honestly. Anyway, I'll enter the door to my right.
All the cabins are alike.
Yeah, they sure are. Now, believe it or not, you could take the sheet. Right? Now that I have the sheet, I need to take a look at this book as well.
My name's printed on the front of this book.
Let's use it.
Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust.
Creepy. Can I take it?
Why?
Nope. I guess we're out. Now I'll use this door.
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
That's a fair question. Meanwhile, I'll take this sheet too. And leave. That's all I do. I leave. I can't enter this door, I'll tell you right now, because it's locked, so I'm not going to waste my time with that. I'm going to keep moving.
My stomach's growling.
God, that sucks. You can only imagine how long it's been since Gorrister has eaten anything.
Where's the crew? I'm all
alone here. Yeah. But...
A gun? It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be.
Hell yeah. But why is it so heavy?
The bullet in this gun is huge. Damn thing could bring down an elephant.
Nice. Hopefully I'll find something to use it on. Maybe Am himself?
My stomach's growling.
Then again, Am's a freaking computer. What am I even thinking? Well, I'm not thinking. Moving on. Forget what I said.
Someone sure trashed this place. Must have been one hell of a fight.
Yeah, really, this place is a mess. Look at that debris over there.
This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else.
Ugh. Well, keep walking, keep walking.
It stinks in here.
Now I'm supposed to take that fork, because you could so easily see that, right? It's stuff like this that makes this game freaking hard to play. How are you supposed to know that? And the knife.
Kitchen knife. Damn big one, too.
Yeah, I got cutlery. Let's take a look at it more closely.
This looks sharp enough to slice through just about anything.
Just about anything, eh? Sounds like the subtle knife from the second book of his Dark Materials trilogy. I have the subtle knife, guys. I could kill anything. And to prove it... Oop. No, not with the bread, you fool. I'll use the knife with the rats. Stabby, stabby!
Now that scared them away.
Have you ever seen such a sight in your life? 3 blind mice! But no, for real, now that I've done that, I actually get to relieve myself a little bit, relieve my hunger by eating some bread.
I'm no longer hungry, but I still feel empty. What's wrong with me?
That is pretty depressing. And once again, I have to wonder why Anne would give Gorrister the opportunity to eat it all, as opposed to just screw with them. Let's take a look at that book.
An old cookbook.
What is in it? More bread?
Here's a recipe for the milk of human kindness. Take the willingness to forgive and the will to be forceful. Mix the blood of innocence and the anger of the wronged. What kind of crap is this?
What kind of crap is this? And by the way, is that teaspoons or tablespoons of blood of the innocent? Because I don't want to get that confused. Last time I got them wrong and I killed like 3 more people than I had to. Oh, also this bottle.
Strange. The bottle's empty.
Look at it.
It's empty, but the label says poison, fatal if swallowed.
Well, you know, it'd be too easy to use that anyway. And wouldn't give me that opportunity to kill myself so quickly. That'd be ridiculous. Let's get out of here. Whoa.
What a stench. It smells like piss, rotting meat.
That's pretty disgusting. And also, there's a strange bottle, milky fluid. Do you think it has anything to do with the milk of human kindness? Well, it's mine now. I could drink it, and I think I do feel a bit invigorated, but I think it, like, cripples my morality meter, so I actually do not want to drink it now. Also, like you'd ever think to do this.
Ooh. My God, I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages.
Dude! On the other hand, now I can take the bloody key.
I've got the key, but the blood of these poor creatures is on my hands.
The blood of innocence, you say? Let's get back out of here. We don't need to be here right now. Not anymore. Back into the dining room. Now, I don't know. I know there are handprints on the table, but seriously, using this to...
I washed my hands of the past.
I would not have thought to do that. That's a little much, honestly. This is like one of the most subtle scenarios in terms of clues. It's freaking ridiculous. Now, I go back to the engine room. And I'll throw a wrench in the plans. Or, you know, a fork. Use fork with engine!
The metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring.
Also, my hand has melted off. Jeez, did you seriously just do that barehanded? Stick a metal fork into the frickin' engine? Ridiculous. Well, now I can get back out of here yet again. See, shutting off the engine definitely serves a purpose. For I'm gonna go up the stairs. This is where things get weird.
Big gray bags of gas. I must be inside an airship.
I'm playing Rule of Rose, except that the gameplay in I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is actually better and generally more entertaining. Well, I could use the knife that could cut through anything to cut through the hardest substance known through man. A bag.
I've ripped a new hole.
I've ripped this ship a new one. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna move my way through here.
No doubt about it now. Amos put me on an Iron Zeppelin. But why? Why would he give me a chance to escape?
What do you mean escape? I'm like freaking bajillion miles in the air. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. But this is where things get weird. Use the sheet with the other sheet.
These two sheets make a halfway decent rope.
Yeah. And then I use the rope with the mooring ring. And then I take Gorrister's heart. Oh, there it is, impaled on a freaking iron spike. I can have his heart, please.
This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore.
Now I know I have a heart, because it's broken. But seriously, folks, this is the part that I wouldn't expect to do. Use the knife with the ropes to get my rope back. Honestly, would you have thought to do that? I wouldn't have. No way. Are you kidding me? So now, I go back, and I'll use the knife to cut some holes in the airbags. With really cool animation. I just like that.
Gas is rushing out.
It's freaking awesome. Let's do it again. That is so cool.
Something feels different.
Yeah, something feels different because the ship is finally starting to land. Now, I'm gonna get out of here. That's a really cool animation. I just like that.
We've landed. But where?
Yeah, I didn't get a good look. Let's climb down the hatch. Ooh.
Some roadside honky-tonk with my name on it.
Trippy. You'll also recall that this is one of the places that Ellen saw in her computer monitors. Remember, she's seeing just about everyone's scenario, which is pretty cool. It's a nice touch in the game's design.
Dark and grubby, but somehow familiar.
Let's blast some music. Jezebel, It Takes Two to Tango, That Way Madness Lies, and Face the Music. Well, let's play some Jezebel. Jezebel never hurt anyone, except for, you know, scaring the crap out of me in Jacob's Ladder.
He took my baby away, then just about killed her, that stupid truck driver! He took my baby away!
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's always blamed me for Glynis being put into an insane asylum. Why not? It was my fault, wasn't it?
Ah, it's depressing. That song sucks. Let's play another one. It Takes Two to Tango.
You don't ever take me dancing.
That's what Glynis said the night we fought.
Ooh.
Oh God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glynis.
This jukebox is starting to depress me. And for the record, the way that Madness Lies will just lower my spirituality barometer, and the fourth option doesn't do anything, so there's no point in using it. What I will do, however, is manipulate yet another item that's really hard to see. You can sort of see that the bottle shines out a little more than the others, but really, like, you have to look pretty carefully for that. Whiskey is mine. Time to go out the back door. See what else is outside. Duh.
Well, Gorrister, you've seen better days. So has the big machine, for that matter.
Yeah. I am only your memory, Homer. I can give you no further information. Creepy freaking coyote? Okay, it's a jackal. Well, you can talk. What do you got for me? What are you?
What are you?
I'm man's best friend. One of them, at least.
Thanks.
No. What are you, really?
I'm man's best
Answer
friend.
with a riddle. Today I saw a child. Now what do you suppose that means?
Best riddle ever! Today I saw a Chinaman. Answer the riddle. Do it.
You're Am, playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
So what you're saying is that I should kill you right now?
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles. We all have our curses to bear. Eh, Gorrister?
What's my curse? It's called 109 years of torture, you idiot.
What's my curse?
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
You gotta hand it to the jackal on that one.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, Gorrister. Forgive and forget.
No.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
Oh, it's the Cheshire Cat.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Nope.
Freedom for some,
Oh.
if they're cut out for it. It's a long journey across the desert.
That desert doesn't look any worse than the other hellholes Am's cooked up for us.
Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd never make it alone out there. And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along.
He's probably right. So, what do you want?
What do you want?
I have a craving.
I have a fever.
Craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
I need a soul. Any soul. Yours!
I am not gonna give you my heart.
No? Too bad. I was going to tell you how to get across the mountains in exchange.
Aw, dick. Well, alright, you can have my heart, you frickin'... Careful with that!
I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains?
Yes.
Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
That's actually advice that I could not have gotten by myself. Who would figure that out? Gotta admit, I would not have figured that one out by myself. Whoa!
Harry!
Oh, hi, Harry.
Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Talk to you later. Harry looks like he's on another one of his drinking binges.
There's the hint.
Harry looks like...
I gotta give him a drink.
Let me pour you a drink.
Now, how'd you get here?
Harry, how did you get here?
The Zeppelin, Gorrister. We came on the Zeppelin.
We all came from the Zeppelin.
What do you know about the Zeppelin?
You'll have to talk to Edna. She knows all about the Zeppelin. That's why we did it, you know.
Did what?
What happened in the dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it. I'm not a murderer.
Wait, what?
Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
What?
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
No, he's losing it. He needs another drink.
Let me pour you a drink.
Try it again.
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
I don't know. Good God, I can't stand the sight of her anymore. Can you imagine being kept alive for 109 years just to hear her carping?
Okay, that's a pretty bad torture.
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Mine, you
Why,
idiot.
yours, of course. How'd you think we got here?
Oh, right, I forgot to read the caption when I highlighted my heart.
What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm.
Useless. And the thunderstorm, he'll just say something about the desert, so I'm done talking to him for now.
Talk to you later.
Right. So now that I've talked to Harry, let's go to that restroom.
Cracked linoleum, broken fixtures, disgusting.
Ugh. Also, I'll reach with my bare hands into a urinal and take that magnifying glass that you can't see. Yay! Also, graffiti. Spelled wrong. There should only be one T in graffiti.
Graffiti. A monster is not alone in the world. It has friends.
Funny, when Gorrister said graffiti, they spelled it properly. Oh, you wacky game. But before I do magic tricks with the restroom, I'm going to actually use that magnifying glass. It's a bit of a... Oh, no. Front door. It was a bit of a hint on Harry's part. No, use. I don't want to walk to the ladder, I want to use the ladder. Okay, good enough. Now here's a little trick. Harry said he didn't look at the debris closely enough, so I have to use the magnifier with the debris.
There's some hair that was pulled out during the fight. It's the same color as mine.
Oh.
And here's some that matches Harry's.
Interesting.
Now I understand what happened here.
Looks like we had quite the fight. Let's get out of here. Back to Harry. I think he has something interesting to say to me. Oops. If I knew how to navigate, of course. Oh, Harry.
I was the one you killed, wasn't I, you bastard?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gorrister. Edna poisoned the punch, and after you drank it, I wrestled you to the ground. When the poison took effect, I cut you open.
Jeez.
Why did you kill me?
Looks like there's a thunder...
Oh, no. You're talking. Let's try this again, tough guy.
Why did you kill me?
It's too complicated for me to explain.
What?
You'll have to ask Edna.
Alright,
I'll
fine,
see you
tough
later.
guy. Let's use that restroom for real this time. Flush the toilet 3 times, he says. One. Two. And now for the grand finale.
A meat
Whoa.
monger? How'd I get
What the hell?
bodies on meat hooks?
What
Damn, you bastard! What have you done?
What disturbing imagery! And I also get a kick out of the the shadows of the meat and the hooks in the background. That's a really nice touch. With the one bare bulb, it's freaking creepy. Well, let's talk to Glynis, because apparently Edna's a bitch. So let's talk to Glynis.
She can't talk. All she can do is drool out of the side of her mouth.
Ugh,
My God, what have I done?
that's okay. Let's try Edna. Whatever ever do I say to her? Let's go crazy.
Looks like I can't escape you, Edna. Even in the belly of Ham.
Why would you want to escape from me, Gorrister? We're family after all.
God, I hate you.
You were always telling Glynis how much you hated me.
Now, Gorrister, I was just concerned about my baby. Glynis was so lonely with you always being out on the road. I know you were doing the best you could.
Apparently you poisoned me.
Edna, you bitch. I know all about your plot to murder me.
I had to make a deal with Am. I had to.
What?
I've always been harsh on you, I admit. But we're the last people on Earth.
Dark.
Let's help each other now.
Why should I trust my own murderer?
Really?
Alliances change, Gorrister. Something's gone wrong. Am's 2 Conrads don't listen to me anymore.
2.
I need you. And you need me. It's that simple.
2 comrades? What does she mean? The Russian and the Chinese? Could that be it?
I ought to kill you right now, you bitch.
Don't be a fool, Gorrister.
Ugh.
You need me alive if you want to make it out of here.
Melodrama. Now, one thing I do not want to do is cut out her heart or shoot her, because that'll destroy my morality meter. So I will try taking her at her word.
You truck-driving son of a bitch!
Ah, god damn it.
This is for me and my baby!
Get the hell off of me.
Go.
I've got you now, Gorrister. And if you think you'll ever escape me, you've got some new thinking to do.
Please, I'll do anything you ask.
I don't know what's come over me, Gorrister. Can you ever forgive me?
Let go of me.
I've been hanging here for so long, I'm not thinking straight. A sip of that milk will clear my head.
Yeah, Edna sucks, so I don't trust her.
No, I don't trust you.
Gorrister, let me down or I'll scratch your eyes out, you worthless excuse for a man!
Ooh. Ooh, looks like you dropped something tough, one.
Edna, you dropped a key.
Turn me back that key and let me down!
Yeah, okay.
I'm your only hope of getting out of here!
I'll take my chances with Am.
Sorry, Edna. I don't trust you as far as I can spit.
Let me prove my good intentions. I'll let you go. Now give me the key.
Well... no.
Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
Let's see you try.
You with me, Edna?
Whoa! Gorrister is now officially Link because he can put anything, including a person, in his pocket. Also a key. Take that, Edna, you freaking bitch. Alright, now that I've done that, I can head out. I still can't talk to Glynis. Now.
I found Edna and Glynis. How does that help me escape from here?
Such information comes at a price. But I can see that you're in no bargaining position. I'll offer you a trade.
Oh?
Your heart for Edna's.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
Trust me, that's extremely tempting. But again, my morality meter, I really can't do that. So, I'm gonna head back to, of all places, the Zeppelin. I guess I don't have to use the ladder after all, I'll just walk to it. No, the corridor is where I want to go. The stairs, excuse... oh, no, not the stairs. Oh... the corridor. There. So hard to click. Remember that room that I said was locked? I will use Edna's key with the door. Aha.
So many dials and controls.
That's okay. I'm not interested in the dials. I'm interested in the logbook.
Edna wrote this logbook.
Well, let's see what we have. Only 4 entries. Let's do it.
When Am took us down here before the war, I didn't know anyone could hate Gorrister more than me. But Am did.
Wow.
He hated all of us.
Isn't Edna a peach?
If I can just deliver Gorrister's soul on a platter, I can make amends for every minute of Glynis's life I took from her. I never meant to drive her crazy.
Oh.
I'll be damned. Edna's claimed responsibility for Glynis. Maybe
No more burden of guilt. Yes. 3rd log entry.
I thought I could do what Am wants, but he's too precise. I poisoned the punch, but I couldn't bring myself to cut out Gorrister's heart.
Yeah, really, that's intense. Finally.
Maybe I can have my husband do it. Then this Zeppelin can clear the mountains. But if we don't finish the job, Am will feed me alive to the machine just like an animal.
God, I hate Edna. Harry, I guess I kind of hate, but Edna really brought Harry to do all of it. She sucks. Well, let's go back to that freezer now. The meat locker, that is. I have a hunch I know what to do now. There's a certain someone I want to see now that I've acquired the recipe for the milk of human kindness. Oh, that's nice. It only makes you do it once after the first time. So you don't have to do it 3 times every single time. That's pretty nice. Well, now that I'm with Glynis, I can give her the milky fluid, now that Edna's in my frickin' back pocket.
This fluid should revive you, honey.
Perfect. Now that she should be able to talk...
Glynis, all these years and I thought I was the one who was responsible for your suffering. Let me help you now.
Good.
She's gone. At least I finally made amends with her. I'm taking her body out of this freezer.
Holy crap! I am carrying 2 bodies, one of them alive. Gorrister is the strongest video game character ever! Let's get out of here. Nothing for me here. Oh, excuse me, no. There's one thing I forgot. This is the important part, actually. Here's something that I don't know why you would check. It helps if I aim, you know. There.
The organs are still inside. Reminds me of when Am ripped that hole open in Benny's chest.
Whoa. What?
Of course, Am sewed him back up again before he bled to death. That bastard's never gonna let us die. He's just gonna keep torturing us forever.
Am is freaking messed up. But what this does show me, if the organs are inside, that means...
One heart looks like another.
I have a heart, and this one's an actual heart, not that freaking steampunk-looking Gorrister heart. As cyberpunk as this area is, I would say that Gorrister's heart and the airbag area of the airship is steampunk. Even though there's not so much steam, it's freaking... It just makes me think of that some more, I'm sorry. Now that I've done that, I could finally talk to that jackal. With your creepy, disturbing yellow and red eyes? What the hell are you? Well, now that I've done that, I'll give him the beef heart.
This is Edna's heart. A bitter organ, but worth its weight in gold to me. I give you your heart back.
Yes. So now that I've done that...
I read Edna's logbook, and everything's much clearer. Now what?
You must make amends and bury the past, Gorrister.
That is important.
I've got nothing.
Now, I don't know how you're supposed to see this. There's a shovel in there, see that? Freaking nuts.
Be careful where you use that, Gorrister. I like to know where all the bodies are buried.
Wow, that's creepy. That's seriously creepy. I like to know where all the bodies are buried. My god, what the hell are you? Gorrister proves his epic strength once again. And now I can finally bury Glynis. It's only right. Good. Now I've made amends with my past. Now I can talk to the jackal about it.
So how do I get out of here?
A heart brought you here, but it will take another organ to get you out. If you can harness its power.
That's also a hint, but I'll get there later. I've made amends.
I've made amends and buried the past.
An excellent job, Gorrister. But the thunderstorm is upon us. You'd better hurry if you want to recharge your old ticker's battery.
Yeah, I do want to do that.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
Alright, let's get out of here. Fast. Hear that thunder? You can actually hear it. This is where things get interesting. See, now that I'm back in the engine room, this is gonna... Well, this is creepy. If I can keep walking. Watch this. This is strange. I need another organ to harness the energy. There's the harness. Edna's got a bunch of organs. So, let's do it. Whoa, that's creepy!
I'll be damned. The engine's starting up again.
Reminds me of the game over sequence from Darkseid. It's freaking disturbing. But you know what? That freaking woman deserves it. Power my escape, you lunatic. Trying to cut out my heart, will ya? Well, I got it back and now you're screwed. How do you like me now? Up the stairs. We're getting out of here. Now this is the interesting part. Take a look at that switch that I never touched before.
Switch. The label says emergency inflation system.
See, there is a way to leave. The animation's amazing.
Inflating.
Now that the airbags are inflating, well, the ship should be launching. Of course, I have to activate the ship, so I'll get on that right now. See, I'm telling you, would you have figured out this scenario? This is freaking nuts. And this key on the control room area. And now, I pull that lever, once again. How would you see this, unless you just move your mouse everywhere and wait until the words change? Let's do it. I love animation like that. Seriously, the sort of clipping jerky animation makes a much creepier effect than even modern games of today. Just look outside. Just look at that. That effect is cooler than modern effects today, just because of the way it's delivered. It's the medium, not necessarily the graphics. It's not the what, it's the how. In some cases, it seriously does add to the effect. It makes it so much more entertaining. And now that I've done that, it's time to end this place once and for all. I bet you've been wondering about one of the items I haven't used yet. There you are, you freak. Look at all this inventory space I have. This is freaking ridiculous. Gorrister's scenario has got to be the most complicated one in the game. And now, it's time to die. Whoa. Nice.
Yeah, you're made of sterner stuff than I calculated, Gorrister. Interesting. Here's a new burden for you while I attempt to resolve this miscalculation. Ah, you. You're the last player in my little game. I urge you, do not fail, as the others have failed.
Ooh, now Am is pissed. And now I no longer have reason to ask you which player to choose next. All that's left is Ted the narrator. Things are really going to get intense next time. We certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? Gorrister's story was freaking amazing, wasn't it? It had all sorts of old school stuff like honky-tonks, it had steampunk, cyberpunk, knives, guns, even a little bit of mysticism, creepy electricity, using bodies to power giant airships. This thing had it all. Gorrister's scenario was amazing and incredibly creepy, and I loved every minute of it. Ted's scenario definitely delves more into the mystic. Ted's scenario doesn't have all that crazy cyberpunk stuff, but it has a lot more relics and a lot less official science. Well, I don't know how official Gorrister's science was, but I think you know what I'm talking about. It all comes down to Ted in the next scenario. Until next time, everyone.